I wander today to the hills, Maggie, to watch the scene below. The creek and the creaking old mill, Maggie, as we used to long, long ago. The green grove is gone from the hills, Maggie, where first the daisy sprung. The creaking old mill is still, Maggie, since you and I were young. Oh, they say that I'm feeble with age, Maggie. My steps are much slower than then. My face is a well-written page, Maggie, and time all alone was the pen. They say we have outlived our time, Maggie, as dated as songs that we've sung. But to me, you're as fair as you were, Maggie, when you and I were young. They say we have outlived our time, Maggie, as dated as songs that we've sung. But to me, you're as fair as you were, Maggie, when you and I were young. When you and I were young. I'm thinking tonight of the old rustic bridge that bends o'er the murmuring stream. It was there, Maggie dear, with our hearts full of cheer, we strayed 'neath the moon's gentle beam. Was there I first met you, the light in your eyes awoke in my heart's sweet thrill. Though now far away, still my thoughts fondly stray to the old rustic bridge by the mill. Beneath it a stream gently rippled, around it the birds softly stray to the old rustic bridge by the mill. I keep in my memory our love of the past. With me it's as bright as of old. Far deep in my heart it was planted to last. In absence it never grows cold. I think of you, darling, when lonely at night, and when all is peaceful and still. My heart wanders back in a dream of delight to the old rustic bridge by the mill. Beneath it a stream gently rippled, around it the birds love to trill. Though now far away, still my thoughts fondly stray to the old rustic bridge by the mill.
The nightingales are singing in the valley. The stars, they shine like jewels in the sky. A maiden by her garden gate is waiting, and dreams about a love that never dies. The fading sun has taken summer from us, but when the fields are ripe with golden grain, then I'll come back and keep my loving promise, and you and I will never part again. When the harvest moon is shining on the river, and the merry harvest songs again we hear, then as sweethearts we will roam down a path that leads to home. When the harvest moon is shining, Molly dear. It's autumn now down in the peaceful valley. The paths are strewn with leaves of red and gold, and someone waits for somebody's returning, and dreams about a love they had before. Beneath the ocean's dashing foam he's sleeping, but when the golden twilight throws its rays, a maiden by her garden gate still waiting for one who promised he'd come back someday. When the harvest moon is shining on the river, and the merry harvest songs again we hear, then as sweethearts we will roam down a path that leads to home. When the harvest moon is shining, Molly dear. When the harvest moon is shining on the river, and the merry harvest songs again we hear, then as sweethearts we will roam down a path that leads to home. When the harvest moon is shining, Molly dear.
Met some folks who say that I'm a dreamer, and I've no doubt there's truth in what they say. But sure, a body's bound to be a dreamer when all the things he loves are far away, and precious things are dreams unto an exile. They take him o'er the land across the sea, especially when it happens he's in exile from that dear lovely isle of innisfree. And when the moonlight peeks across the rooftops of this great city, wondrous though it be, I scarcely feel its wonders or its laughter. I'm once again back home in innisfree. I wander o'er green hills, through dreamy valleys, and find a peace no other land could know. I hear the birds make music fit for angels, and watch the rivers laughing as they flow. But dreams don't last, though dreams are not forgotten, and soon I'm back to stern reality. But though they pave the footpaths here with gold dust, I still would choose my isle of innisfree. Softly, like the mist upon the morning, comes the memory of your tender voice and smile. Well, it seems an age since we embraced each other, on that morning when we parted for a while. I squandered all the time when I had plenty, for a dream we shared before I left to roam. Do you think that if I packed my bags tomorrow, would you welcome me if I came back home? Well, I've met some friends who've lived here for a while now, lots of smiles when I was young and green. They showed me how to live here in the city, went to all the crazy parties to be seen. Now the money that we both saved soon departed, and with it all the friendly smiles as well. Now the only thing that's left of your great hero is a broken pride and a sad tale for to tell. I guess I'm not cut out for this old city, and I've learned a lot about myself, that's true. I left everything I loved to learn my lesson. Now it seems the only friend I have is you. You'd think that we could start the whole thing over and share the things we used to share before. I'll be home when I can get the fare together, for I'd love to see your tender smile once more. Softly like the mist upon the morning comes the memory of your tender voice and smile. Well, it seems an age since we embraced each other on that morning when we parted for a while. Do you think that if we start the whole thing over and share the things we used to share before, I'll be home when I can get the fare together, for I'd love to see your tender smile once more. It was on a summer's evening when all the world was still. Two lovers rambled down the lane to an old and worn mill. He was leaving on the morrow for lands far, far away. And as she nestled close to him, she heard him softly say, I'll return my little sweetheart in the spring. And for us those wedding bells will gaily ring. And when all the wrongs are righted, our hearts will be united. I'll return my little sweetheart in the spring. On the quay there stands a soldier in uniform so bright. He's waiting for a big troop ship to take him to the fight. The bugles they are blowing, and the masts are pointed high. And as the cable settles down, from below there comes a sigh. I'll return my little sweetheart in the spring. And for us those wedding bells will gaily ring. And when all the wrongs are righted, our hearts will be united. I'll return my little sweetheart in the spring. In a cottage by a fireside sits a maiden young and fair, and as the tears roll down her cheeks, a letter she has there. And as she read it o'er and o'er, it was more than she could bear. But ere the morning dawned on her, she was gone where all was fair. So they laid her in a graveyard in the spring. And for her those wedding bells will never ring. For among the dead and dying, her soldier boy was lying, when they laid her in the graveyard in the spring. I'll return my little sweetheart in the spring. And for us those wedding bells will gaily ring. And when all the wrongs are righted, our hearts will be. In the twilight glow I see you, blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, and only memories remain. Through the ages I'll remember turned to silver, and my eyes no longer shine. In my heart I'll always love you. I know you always will be mine. Someday when we meet up yonder, we'll stroll hand in hand again in that land that knows no parting. Blue eyes crying in the rain. In the twilight glow I see you, blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, and only memories remain. Through the ages I'll remember blue eyes crying in the rain. Molly dear, and did you hear the news that's going round? Down in the corner of my heart, the loving spot you found. And every time I gaze into your lovely eyes of blue, they seem to whisper, darling boy, my love is all for you. Oh, Molly, my lovely Molly, my sweet acoustic dear, I'm fairly off my trolley, my lovely Molly, when you are near. Springtime, you know it's ring time. Come dear, now don't be slow. Change your name, oh that's the game, because sure I do the same, my lovely Molly, oh. Molly dear, and did you hear I furnished up the flat? 3 little cozy rooms with bath and welcome on the mat. It's £5 down and 3 a week, we'll soon be out of debt. It's all complete except they haven't brought the cradle yet. Oh, Molly, my lovely Molly, my sweet acoustic dear, I'm fairly off my trolley, my lovely Molly, when you are near. Springtime, you know it's ring time. Come dear, now don't be slow. Change your name, oh that's the game, because sure I do the same, my lovely Molly, oh. all the neighbors say about that 100 sovereigns you have safely stored away. They say that's why I love you, but Molly, that's a shame. If you had only 99, I'd love you just the same. Oh, Molly, my lovely Molly, my sweet acoustic dear, I'm fairly off my trolley, my lovely Molly, when you are near. Springtime, you know, is ring time. Come, dear, now don't be slow. Change your name, well, that's the game. Big Irish, sure, I do the same, my lovely Molly, oh. Of course we have our differences, you shouldn't be surprised. It's as natural as changes in the seasons and the skies. Sometimes we grow together, sometimes we drift apart. A wiser man than I might know the seasons of the heart. When I'm walking here beside you in the early evening chill, a thing we've always loved to do, I know we always will. We have so much in common, so many things we share, that I can't believe my heart when it implies that you're not there. Love is why I came here in the first place, and love is now the reason I must go. Love is all I ever hoped to find here. Love is still the only dream I know. So I don't know how to tell you, it's difficult to say. I never in my wildest dreams imagined it this way. Sometimes I just don't know you. There's a stranger in our home. When I'm lying right beside you is when I'm most alone. And I think my heart is broken. There's an emptiness inside. So many things I've longed for have so often been denied. Still I wouldn't try to change you. There's no one that's to blame. It's just some things that mean so much, and we just don't feel the same. Love is why I came here in the first place. Love is now the reason I must go. Love is all I ever hoped to find here. Love is still the only dream I know. True love is still the only dream I know.
My name it is Nell, and the truth I do tell, that I came from Coothill and I'll never deny. And I had a fine drake and I die for his sake, that me grandmother left me and she gone to die. Well, the poor little fellow, his legs they were yellow, he could fly like a swallow or swim like a hake, until some dirty savage to graze his white cabbage most wantonly murdered me beautiful drake. Well, his neck it was green, almost fit to be seen. He was fit for a queen of the highest degree, and his body was white and it owed you the light. He was plump, fat and heavy and brisk as a bee. He was wholesome and sound, he would weigh 20 pound, and the universe round I would roam for his sake. Bad luck to the robber, be he drunk or sober, who murdered Nell Flaherty's beautiful drake. May his spade never dig, may his sow never pig, may each hair on his wig be well thrashed with a flail. May his roof have no thatch, may his door have no latch, may his turkeys not hatch, may the rat say he's male. May every old fairy from Cork to Dunleary dip him snug and dairy in river or lake, so the eel and the trout they can dine on the snout of the monster who murdered Nell Flaherty's drake. May his pig never grunt, may his cat never hunt, may a ghost never haunt him at dead of the night. May his hens never lay, may his horse never neigh, may his goat fly away like an owl paper kite. May the flies and the fleas and the rats ever tease, may the piercing March breeze make him shiver and shake. May a lump of a stick rise the lumps fast and thick on the monster who murdered Nell Flaherty's drake. Well, the only good news that I have to infuse is that owl Paddy Hughes and young Anthony Blake, also Johnny Dwyer and Corny Maguire, they each have a grandson of my darling Drake. Me treasure had dozens of nephews and cousins, and one I must have or me heart it'll break, to set me mind daisy or else I'll run crazy. So ends the whole song of Nell Flaherty's drake. Poor wandering man, since time began, has yearned for native soil. So sorely grieves the man who leaves his homeland by the foil, to preach the word, face battle's danger, praise the Lord and serve the stranger. Day by day they sail away and bid farewell to Derry. Sweet Columkill, remembered still, the noblest of this clan. In the dawning day of Christian sway, life exiled from this land. Though kind the Scot and high his calling, he ne'er forgot, till life's shades falling, boyhood scenes, hope grows so green, and sad farewell to Derry. In later days, when battles blazed, engulfed lands large and small, our reckless men left foil sweet land to answer bugle's call, left babes and wives for war's fury, and gave their lives for others' glory. Wanting jobs, they took their bobs and bade farewell to Derry, and still they leave so soon to grieve for foil and friends and home. Nor gold nor fame e'er break the claim of the place from which they roam. The waterside, the flowing river, the bog and the craggin haunt forever wandering ones, the love-torn sons who bid farewell to Derry.
There was a man called Johnny Brown, and he lived alone outside of town in a cottage rough and tumble down by the wild and rugged mountains. He had a dog and he called him Jack, and he kept some chickens out the back. He played a tune as you passed by, he called the Sally Gardens. He travelled far for miles around, his squeeze box rang in every town, for a penny or a shilling or a half a crown, and a hand from all the neighbours. He played for the lords and ladies all, at wakes and weddings big and small, for the dancing girls in the village hall. He played the Sally Gardens. Old age soon captured Johnny Brown, his world of travel's nearly round, in his cottage rough and tumble down by the wild and rugged mountains. On a stone in a churchyard here in town reads, here lies poor old Johnny Brown. His music echoes silent now as he plays the Sally Gardens.